Yo people, how you doing peeps? You good? Nice one. This is Chapcast episode 75. And I only do this once a month, so 75 is quite a long time. Anyway, recently a pal of mine passed, probably a pal of yours too, Stan the man. And last month I did a little bit of a tribute to Stan. But some years ago we lost a great fella. Do you know what I mean? He's my friend and yours. Everybody knew him in their own way. So I thought I'd better do like a little tribute to Barney, Ralph Kennedy. So I went through the old chat towels and stuff, and episode 66 is an episode that has me and Barney and Kieran, Dean and Ben, and just when we stupidly got stung by bees. Have a listen to the episode and well, you might find it funny, you never know. But yeah, I did a tribute to Stan last month, and I thought the only other original that we've lost so far is Barney, and yeah, so it goes out to the Ingester originals. Yeah, what can we say about Barney? He was just, do you know what I mean? Just a great fella. You can't say nothing else about Barney. He was just great. Everything about him, just such a nice geezer. You know what I mean? Like, he knew a lot of people, like Stan, I suppose. Both of them pretty much knew Camden. You know what I mean? The borough of, and probably even Islington as well. You know what I mean? Great fella. Both of them great fellas. Just a sad loss. But yeah, so last month I stuck a episode of CHAP Towers onto Stan's little tribute thing I did about a time that me and Stan went down to Waterton-on-Naze, whatever. And then I recorded, or put together on my computer a song for him called Live On. And and yeah, and I was thinking about it, and I thought I'd never done this for Barney, you know what I mean? Like, so if anyone deserves it, it's Barney, mate. And so I found this chapter about this thing that happened with some bees, and it's quite a funny story if you want to have a listen to it. And then when Barney passed, one thing I did do was write a song that was solely meant for Barney, you know what I mean? And it's called Take Me Back. And I can remember writing that in the room that is now Chapman Studios, looking out the window. And if I look out the window and to the right, you can see the block of Tideswell in Ingester, and Barney lived on that block. And I can actually see one of his windows from my window. Well, to tell you the truth, I can't see nothing anymore, but I know it's there because I saw it a few years back before the black. But yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like, I suppose Stan will now always crop up in my mind, but Barney, since he passed, that was a blow. That was do you know what, actually, as well? Me and there was a few of us, me and my nephew, Adam Asbo, there was a few of us anyway, and we was actually in Waterton-on-Naze when my nephew got a call from Barney's cousin Hayley, and to say what had happened, and I can remember we was just all in Jamie Nicholas's caravan, and he come off the phone and told us all the news, and like we was just sitting there, like, and not only that night had been a fucking nightmare. It was just a mental night, and then, you know what I mean, we all wanted to leave, but we'd all been drinking, so there was no way we could drive the cars home, so we was just like, right, that's it. everybody get some kip in the caravan and we're off when we can in the morning, you know what I mean? But to top the night off, gets this call from Hayley and boom, we're just sitting there, just fucking hell, man. But yeah, Barney's just great. I love Barney's family as well, all of them, Lizzie, Karen, Darren. But yeah, so I thought when I did the tribute to Stan last month, I thought I'm definitely doing one for Barney because I need to do this. But yeah, well, I mean, Barney's got 3 lovely kids, and just I can remember some mad times that we've had. Like, I remember like when we was like young and that, ran in Gester, and then for a period he went to live in Manchester with his family and that. But it's funny because like slowly but surely, like as they got old enough to fly the nest, they started coming back. You know what I mean? Hi Lizzie, hi Karen, hi Barn. And Darren was back and forth. But yeah, just more great people from this great estate, or once great estate. It's not really what it was anymore. If you know what I mean, like I wouldn't let my kids go out and play on this estate. You know what I mean? They'd probably come back with 3 ASBOs and a fucking court appearance. Yeah, but I just everybody remember Barney for the great things of him. You know what I mean? Like we had some funny times. But yeah. So I thought I had to come back and talk about Barn because it's mad. Yeah, it's mad. Barney and Stan, 2 great fellas, you know what I mean? 2 originals. We've lost them. So be life, eh? Yeah. So please have a listen to the CHAP and have a smile, and then straight after I'm going to put up a version of Take Me Back, recorded me on the old acoustic guitar, bit of strings or something in the background, but yeah, nice. So what can we say? Barney, I love you, mate, always will, and I'm sure everybody you knew will love you forever, mate. Nice one. Hopefully you've met up with Stan already in the next world, and you're showing him about the place, you know what I mean? And yeah, one day, hopefully not soon, I will join you, mate. Yeah, lovely geezer, lovely. Alright, nice one. Just a short tribute thing for Barn, you know what I mean? Let's hope that we don't have to do any more of these tribute things anytime soon, eh? Alright, nice one. Cheers for listening to this, and as I say, have a listen to the CHAP Towel, bring a smile to your face, and then have a listen to Take Me Back, that was written in this room while looking at Barney's old ass. Nice one.
CHAP Tales, don't you wanna hear some CHAP Tales?
Hello people, what is happening? And here we are at another CHAP Tale. Okay, so I've been digging the bag, digging it, and remember the little story that I'll tell you from, this is like back in the 80s, late 80s, when we was all about 9-10 years old, the Ingester boys. Okay, so there was 5 of us on this excursion, if you like. There was me, Dean Chapronier, Benoit, Kieran and Barney. And yeah, it was in the summer, one of the summers in the late 80s. But we always up to something, always looking for stuff to do, you know what I mean? Very inquisitive kids, love to get our noses into everything. So one day we was just, I think we went over to the shops on Highgate Road, and we was just having a I don't know, can of Coke and a chocolate bar or something, bag of crisps. And we was just sort of chatting away, wondering what we should get up to. So someone said that there was like a Murphy's building yard that was situated behind Carroll Close Estate, but you can get to it from a hill that comes off Highgate Road, and it goes down the side of part of Highgate Studios in Carroll Close, and then at the bottom of it is this Murphy's yard or whatever, and we just thought we'd get into the yard and see what we could get up to in there. So anyway, we walked down this hill, but there was like a mechanical gate, but it was sort of open, so we just sort of went round it, and then we was in there like looking about and whatever, and we looked to our right, and there was like a block of like where you would go and where the reception would be and that. But we could see outside this reception was these two sort of wooden beehives, which thought, bloody hell, that's a bit nuts, isn't it? Beehives outside a reception so we thought they've got to be fake. So we thought we've got to go and check this out. So we started walking towards these beehives anyway. As we were getting closer, we could actually see that there was quite a lot of activity of bees going in and out of these things, and we realised that they was beehives. So I can remember that me and Dean sort of just, do you know what I mean, just sort of stopped and we was just plotting about there and that. But then Kieran went a little bit closer and then he stopped. But then Barney and Ben started getting closer and closer, whatever, do you know what I mean, seeing how close they could get. Anyway, they was practically right next to him, yeah, and then Barney shouting back, yeah, they're beehives. And I was like, all right, let's go and see what's happening down the other end and see what's happening down there then. And so Barney's like, all right, mate. And then he just booted one of these beehives as hard as he could. Anyway, there was just a swarm of bees coming out of this thing, yeah. We all started legging it, yeah. We was all running back up that hill, back towards Highgate Road. Anyway, obviously Ben and Barney being so close to the beehive when he kicked it, they just started getting stung like nothing, the pair of them, yeah. And then like me and Dean are right at the front. He's probably got a bit in front of me, I think. And then behind me is Kieran. Anyway, Kieran ends up getting bitten a few times. We're right at the top of the hill now, and I'm thinking to myself, God, do you know what I mean? We must have got away, but boom, I get bitten twice, and Dean gets bitten once. Oh my God, it was mental, right? We just like ran back to my house in Ingester, like my mum, my sister was there, and they was looking at us, and we was just all like bites everywhere. So they started getting out all the lotions and I don't know, vinegar and all sorts of stuff and trying to treat these bites that we all had. But it was mental because like I only had 2 bites, Dean only had 1, and I think Kieran probably had about 2 or 3 as well. So us 3 really got out of it quite well. But I think Barney and Ben both had something like 15 bites each. And that is nuts. But so my mum tried to do what she could for them, and then obviously she had to ring their mums or whatever, and they came and got them and carried on doing what they was doing to treat these wounds. But yeah, so the lesson to be learnt from this one is, if you see a beehive, do not go near it. Okay. Yeah, not a bit. It was mad. And you wouldn't ever think that there would be beehives outside the reception. Dangerous. I guarantee that they're not there now. Guarantee it. All right, nice one. Thought I'd just tell you this quick, short little story of us being silly kiddies. Yeah, alright, sweet. Thanks for listening. Nice one.
Chap tales. Don't you wanna hear some chap tales? Take me back to where I used to be, where life was good to me, where we were young and free. Take me back to a lifetime before, could not have asked for more than that. Nothing seems to be the same anymore. Will life let us go that way? Take me back, take me back. Take me back, I need to see. Take me back, I wanna be. Take me back, I need to show all the love that's in my soul. Nothing seems to be the same anymore. Will life let us go that way? Take me back, take me back. Sitting round with nothing to say anymore. Will life let us go that way? Take me back, take me back.